Angel Reese boarded a private jet. My goodness. For a postseason trip hours after missing Chicago's 91-86 season finale loss to the Liberty on Thursday night, as seen in a video on her TikTok page.
Everyone thinks they know the story of Angel Reese's sudden back injury. But what actually happened is so much stranger than what you've been told. It starts with a suspicious back brace, a 5-day break, and a team completely blindsided by her master plan. Angel Reese just pulled the most dramatic plot twist since reality TV invented cliffhangers. She quit the Chicago Sky with what looks less like an injury and more like a theatrical protest. Forget basketball. This is pure, unadulterated soap opera. 1 minute, she's the team's face. The next, she's allegedly faking back pain like a student avoiding gym class. This isn't just about sitting out a game. This is rebellion, drama, and chaos rolled into one explosive package.
Oh no, she wants the hell out of Chicago, I guess, after drowning her teammates publicly. It's weird. You want out, but you're the one that actually did it. Maybe she did it to find her way out of town. Maybe that was the master plan. But this hurt back is been, of course, under some scrutiny. Some people have questioned the hurt back as to maybe the back's just not that hurt at all. She just didn't want to play. She tapped out. She quit. However you want to word it.
Some players focus on getting buckets, others on building team chemistry. Then there's Angel Reese, who treats every game like an audition for a reality TV series nobody ordered, but everyone secretly devours. Forget stat sheets. Her biggest stat this season is episodes of Rebellion per month. And she just delivered her masterpiece, walking out on the Chicago Sky with a back injury so unbelievably theatrical, it deserves its own Hollywood agent. This isn't a random injury. This is a carefully staged saga that will blow your mind.
Let's check in on Angel Reese. As we know, she missed the last game of the year. Let's check just to be sure that we've got all of our ducks in a row here. Let's just take a look. She missed the last game. It was Thursday against the New York Liberty. Yep, okay. Right there. Let me scroll down. She missed with a D&D injury/illness. Now, it's our understanding that, of course, she's got some kind of a back injury, correct?
But here's where it gets really crazy. The Chicago Sky had already suspended her for the first half, a move dramatic enough to fuel days of chatter. The audience buzzed with anticipation, genuinely expecting a grand return. Fans were perched on the edge of their seats, imagining Angel storming off the bench like the hero in a sports movie, ready to save her struggling team. Except plot twist, she never touched the floor. 0 minutes, not a single second. For a moment, everyone thought it was just a tactical move, maybe a coach playing chess while others played checkers. But then the hidden truth came out. Angel wasn't benched. Angel wasn't resting. Angel was quitting.
Reese, who missed the Sky's final 3 games of the season due to a lingering back injury, in quotes, posted a TikTok video of her and her friend embarking on a getaway amid the star forward's strained relationship with the team. So, let's go over here. This is... Whoa, what happened? No. Let's go back. There we go. Okay. So, let me stop this. This is Angel right there. This is the friend in the back. And Angel's doing all kinds of hunching and whatever. Got her back in the air.
And what makes this deliciously ironic is that the Chicago Sky aren't exactly innocent in all of this. This is the same franchise that suspended her, then let her hang out to dry when she publicly called out the front office. They let her sink. Now, we're supposed to believe they're pushing the back injury story to cover for her? Please. If they didn't have her back when headlines were brutal, why pretend now? The Sky quietly suspended her and let the narrative run wild, a bad marriage where both spouses wait for the other to pack first. Both sides are playing a game of who can embarrass whom more before this relationship officially ends, and honestly, it's hilariously tragic. Then came the notorious halftime show. Not music, but the Angel Reese halftime performance. She emerged with the team, but not asterisk with asterisk the team. No warm-ups, no drills. She floated, brace on full display, ensuring every camera caught it. It wasn't about playing. It was about pure optics. A neon sign. Look at me. I'm injured. I swear. The whole thing felt less like an injury report and more like a full-blown WWE segment. This is the part that will blow your mind. But here's the cold, hard truth. Theatrics don't win games. While she paraded her rebellion, the Chicago Sky were collapsing. They had a measly 25 points with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. That's historically tragic. Angel sitting out didn't elevate her. It made her look like she abandoned the ship while it was rapidly sinking. This wasn't just about one person anymore. This was part of something much bigger. And what happens next defies all logic. Hours after being officially sidelined with a lingering back problem, Angel herself posted a TikTok, dancing, bending, twerking. So let's get this straight. Too injured to play professional basketball, but not too injured to bust out moves on social media, then film it and post it, basically daring the internet to call her out. This shocking revelation immediately ignited a firestorm. Fans saw the video and instantly shredded her in the comments. Words like selfish, fake, and attention seeker flooded her feed. The common question echoed across platforms. If she can bend and dance like that, why couldn't she give the Sky 20 minutes? Honestly, they have a point. You simply cannot tell fans you're sidelined with a bad back and then broadcast a video proving your back is perfectly fine. This isn't just about Angel Reese anymore. It's about the entire WNBA's credibility. The WNBA already struggles with perception issues. When a player skips a game due to a reported injury, then gets caught living it up online, it makes the entire league look unserious, almost like a playground. This is the beginning of a rabbit hole. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is out here taking brutal elbows to the face, getting shoved every other possession, and still suiting up for every single game. That's the stark contrast, one player pushing through adversity, the other checking out and dancing for TikTok. And let's be brutally honest here. Angel has a pattern. Going back to LSU, drama followed her everywhere. She transferred from Maryland because teammates reportedly disliked her attitude. She publicly blasted her own team when things weren't going her way. Then in the pros, she got benched for conduct detrimental to the team, a fancy way of saying she ran her mouth too much. So when people see her allegedly faking, or at least dramatically exaggerating, an injury to sit out, it doesn't feel shocking. It feels like exactly what she's been doing all along, putting Angel first and the team second. What happens next will blow your mind. The sad part is, she doesn't even realize how much damage this does to her reputation. Compare that to Caitlin Clark. Last season, Caitlin was thrown to the wolves. Hard fouls, endless trash talk, even opposing players openly admitting they wanted to send a message by roughing her up. And what did Caitlin do? She kept playing. She didn't take games off. She didn't make excuses. She didn't post TikToks showing off while her team lost. She just showed up. That's why people are saying Angel is no Caitlin Clark. It's not even about stats, it's about mindset. Caitlin knows she has a responsibility to her team, her fans, and the league. Angel, on the other hand, seems more focused on the camera than the court. And when you're trying to build a career in professional sports, that's a dangerous reputation to build. Don't get me wrong, Angel has talent. She's tall, athletic, and has shown flashes of dominance in the paint. But at the pro level, talent alone isn't enough. Every player in the WNBA is talented. The difference is discipline. The difference is professionalism. And right now, Angel is failing both tests. Even her relationship with the Sky has been rocky from the start. Reports claim she wanted out, that she was unhappy, that her teammates weren't vibing with her. Publicly criticizing the team certainly didn't help. Then she misses the last 3 games of the season with this mysterious back injury. And the next thing you know, she's on a private jet, laughing it up, dancing, posting videos like she's living her best life. Do you know what that looks like to fans? It looks like quitting. It looks like she didn't care enough to push through. And in a sport where toughness is everything, that's the worst possible image to project. But here's where it gets even crazier. The WNBA itself deserves some blame here too. How is it possible that the commissioner's office doesn't step in when stuff like this happens? Where's the accountability? Where's the standard? If a player skips games, then brags online about how healthy they are, the league should at least ask some serious questions. Instead, silence. Business as usual. This double standard makes things worse. Caitlin Clark gets hacked to the floor every game and refs swallow the whistle. Angel Reese skips games and posts TikToks. And the league shrugs. Is it any wonder fans are frustrated? The inconsistency is glaring, and it makes the WNBA look like it plays favorites. And let's not ignore the elephant in the room. Angel Reese loves attention. She thrives on it. That's why she posted the video in the first place. She knew it would stir things up. She knew people would talk, and that's her game. But here's the thing. At some point, attention without production gets old. Fans get tired of excuses. Teams get tired of drama. And eventually, all you're left with is an athlete who burned more bridges than she built. Now, the internet reaction to this whole thing was brutal. People were calling her Brick Queen because of her terrible shooting nights. Others said she should quit basketball and just become a TikTok influencer full-time. Some even joked that Subway was hiring, and she'd fit right in laying bricks. Harsh, maybe? But Angel set herself up for that criticism by giving people the ammo. And this is where the Caitlin Clark comparison stings the most for Angel, because Caitlin doesn't give people that kind of ammo. She controls her image by performing on the court. Sure, Caitlin gets criticized, but it's for being too competitive or drawing too much attention *to the league, not for quitting on her team and dancing on TikTok. This isn't to say Caitlin is perfect. No athlete is. But she understands the assignment. Play hard, show up, earn respect. Angel, on the other hand, seems to think the assignment is go viral. And maybe that works in college, where being flashy gets you NIL deals. But in the pros, fans want wins. Coaches want effort. Teammates want commitment. Dancing on TikTok while they lose doesn't cut it. And here's the funny part. Angel's defenders will say, "Oh, she's young, she'll learn." But Caitlin's young too. So is Aliyah Boston. So is most of the Fever's roster. Youth isn't an excuse for immaturity. It's about priorities. Caitlin's priority is basketball. Angel's priority looks like social media clout. Let me break it down this way. Caitlin Clark could average 0 points tomorrow, and she'd still get respect for how hard she plays and how much she competes. Angel Reese could average 20 points, and people would still question her maturity because of stunts like this. That's the difference. That's why the "she's no Caitlin Clark" line hits so hard. The longer this goes on, the more Angel risks being remembered as a sideshow instead of a star. People already see her as a headache, not a leader. If she keeps putting herself before the team, sooner or later the Sky, or whatever team trades for her, will decide the drama isn't worth it. And then what? She can't TikTok her way back into respect. Now let's be real here. Angel Reese pulling this hurt back routine, while at the same time bouncing around on TikTok, is peak WNBA circus. You can't even make this up. If Caitlin Clark even sneezed wrong, the league, ESPN, and Twitter lawyers would already be running full investigations. But Angel? Nah, she gets to post her little vacation clips, while her team crumbles without her. Priorities, right. This isn't just about one clip. This is about a pattern. Angel has always wanted the spotlight more than the scoreboard. From LSU days, she wasn't exactly loved by her teammates. Stories floated around about drama, ego, and how it was all about her brand, not basketball. And when it comes to the WNBA, that's still the same story. She's less concerned about winning games, and more concerned about making sure she's trending. Look, let's just say it. She doesn't want to play for Chicago. She doesn't care about the fans. She doesn't care about her teammates. She does care about posting a TikTok that proves she's perfectly healthy while still collecting checks from the team. It's not just selfish, it's a slap in the face to the players who actually grind every night. Players like Lexi Hull, Kelsey Mitchell, Alyssa Thomas, even veterans across the league who don't have half the media coverage Angel does but bust their tail. But Angel, nah, she's dancing on a plane like she just won a championship. Except newsflash, she didn't. The team lost. They're out. And she's boarding a private jet like she's some kind of royalty. Hate to break it to you, Angel, but Caitlin Clark has already built a bigger legacy in 2 years than you have your entire career. And Caitlin didn't need TikTok gimmicks to do it. She did it by hooping. And that's the part the league doesn't want to admit. They love drama more than they love basketball. They'll protect players like Angel because she brings engagement. They'll turn a blind eye when she posts nonsense like this. But at the end of the day, fans aren't dumb. People saw the video, they saw her moving freely, smiling, shaking, and dancing. This wasn't some stiff back barely able to walk. This was a young woman, healthy enough to go out and play, but instead she quit. And when fans called her out, she doubled down like nothing was wrong. Let's compare that with Caitlin Clark. Last season, Caitlin took some of the hardest hits we've seen in women's basketball. Body checks, elbows, tackles, you name it. Half of those hits would have sent Angel into load management mode for a month. Caitlin, she just got back up and played. She took the bruises, the fouls, the refs swallowing their whistles, and still carried the fever on her back. No excuses, no disappearing act. Just work. That's why the league can't stop showing her highlights. Because she actually earns them. Now let's be brutally honest. Angel Reese isn't Caitlin Clark. She never was. She never will be. Caitlin doesn't need a TikTok to prove her relevance. Caitlin walks on the court and people tune in. Caitlin plays and ticket sales jump. Angel, the only time people talk about her is when she's causing problems, missing games, or getting caught being fake about an injury. That's the difference between a star and a sideshow. And don't get me wrong, Angel Reese is talented. She can rebound like crazy. She's got the frame and athleticism to be a beast inside. But talent without commitment is wasted. And right now, Angel is wasting hers. Instead of building her game, she's building a following. Instead of proving doubters wrong on the court, she's proving them right on social media. That's the real shame. The wildest part, Chicago doesn't even seem surprised. The GM sounds like he's already checked out. Fans are tired. Even her teammates probably rolled their eyes seeing that video. Like asterisk. Of course asterisk, she's dancing. Asterisk. Of course asterisk, she's living it up while we're out here losing. And honestly, can you blame them? How do you trust someone like that? How do you give your all for a teammate who's not giving her all for you? The league should be embarrassed. Adam Silver wouldn't let this fly in the NBA. Can you imagine if LeBron sat out with a back injury and then was filmed the next day dancing on TikTok? The backlash would be nuclear. But in the WNBA, it's silence. Because the league can't afford to discipline one of its big names. They'd rather look the other way and hope people forget. Except people won't. The internet never forgets, and fans will never take her seriously again. And that's why this is such a big deal. Because it shows the gaping chasm between players like Caitlin Clark, who show up, play hard, and fundamentally change the game, and players like Angel Reese, who treat the league like a stepping stone for fleeting fame. It's the harsh truth. One side is trying to build women's basketball into a global phenomenon. The other side is just trying to build clout. And we can all see which side Angel chose.